Okay, so let's get started. So this is pretty straightforward. There's a Q&A button right underneath me. So any questions you have, you can go ahead and submit them there and I will answer them. And also if you have maybe more of like a conversation, something you just want to talk about instead of a specific question, I can unmute your mic. Just raise your hand in the chat or say so in the chat, and I can unmute your mic and we can have a conversation. So this first question is from Carlos. I deleted the checkout form page. How can it be recovered? All right, so share my screen here. So let's see here. So basically, I think what you're saying is you deleted, so this page is the core checkout page. So I'm guessing you're saying you deleted it, which there is protections in MemberMouse that keep you from being able to do this. So you'll notice like I can't actually delete this page. So not sure how you did it. But if you're not seeing a checkout page with a core page type like this, that's the first thing to address. So if you go to general settings and go to manage install and do repair core pages, this should repair the checkout page. In my particular case, there aren't any corrupt core pages, so there's nothing to be done. But in your case, that should remedy the situation. If that doesn't work, then email our support team at support@membermouse.com and they'll be able to help you fix it. But that should do the trick. Okay, next question is from Gabriel. Is there a way to protect category pages using MemberMouse? I only want certain membership levels to be able to browse posts. This will be different from the membership levels required to actually view posts. Okay, so what you can do when you go to product settings. So first thing is I need to make well, on this demo site install, I don't have the ability to create categories, but let's see if there's any categories set up. Okay, so if I go to the membership levels tab and I click to edit a membership level and I scroll down, you'll notice that there is a protected categories area. Now, again, on my install, I don't have any categories set up on this WordPress demo site, and I don't have the permissions to change that. But if I did have categories, they would show up here. And if I selected it, it would basically be indicating that any posts associated with a category would be protected by this membership level. So that's how you can do this with either membership levels or bundles. You'll notice if I go to bundles and click edit, there's also a protected categories area here. So all of your categories that you have on your WordPress install will show up here, and then you just select the ones that you want the bundle or the membership level to protect, and then they'll automatically be protected, and then you won't have to go individually through each page or post to protect it, you know, with the grant access button. Just by the nature of a category being assigned to it, MemberMouse will protect it if you configure it the way that I just demonstrated. And yeah, Cindy added some helpful support article links relating to the last two questions in the chat for accidentally deleting core pages and protecting posts by category. So hopefully that answers your question, Gabriel. Let me know if there's a follow-up. You're trying to protect the blog page. So are you you're talking about the actual template in the WordPress theme that is for the blog? If that's the case, okay. If that's the case, then what you're probably going to need to do is use our PHP interface. It's really straightforward. Okay, so let me see here. If you go to our support site and type in PHP interface. So this article will show you how you can use the PHP interface. And the PHP interface is essentially a series of PHP functions that allow you to do things, basically ask MemberMouse questions using these functions like, does the current person viewing this page have certain access rights? So what you can do is just add a big if statement around the content of your blog inside your blog template. You basically just open it up with if, and then you're going to probably use this member decision smart tag. This member decision PHP interface function. And all of the attributes you can find in our smart tag documentation. Because essentially the PHP interface is a level of abstraction on top of our smart tag technology, which allows you within WordPress posts and pages to dynamically display different content or protect content. But given that you're using this inside of a PHP template, you'll need to use the PHP function version. But you'll basically use this member decision smart tag, have a big if statement, and put in the appropriate parameters here, like however you want to lock the blog page down. But if you want to do it based on if a person is a member or not, you could do that. If you want to do it based on if people have a particular membership level, you can do that. Like I said, if you check out the smart tag documentation and look at the member decision smart tag, this shows you all the different attributes that you have to make a decision based on. But if you add that if statement in your blog template, MemberMouse will essentially make it so that only those people who match the condition that you state in the member decision function will be able to see the content. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, this next question is from Michael. I want to create a questionnaire, for example, age, goals, etc., and have those details saved and being visible to the member themselves in their account management area. Could I customize the member account section so that it will store more details like this? Note. Sure, I guess I will need to hire a professional for that. Just want to know if it's possible and if you have more info like a video or option about that. You're welcome, Gabriel. Let me know if you have any more questions. So actually, Michael, you probably won't need to hire a professional to do this. It's pretty straightforward to do in MemberMouse. So the way that you ask the question, so before you specify that you wanted to do this, you wanted to collect it on the actual checkout form itself. There's actually two ways you can do this. So the unifying factor between both of these options is that you will need to be working with custom fields. So if you go to checkout settings, you'll see custom fields here. So all you're going to do, first thing is you'll create your custom fields. So you said age, and here this option is to show it on the My Account Management area, which you specify you do want to happen. So you would check this box. Age would be a short text type. And then you said you wanted them to state their goal. This might be a long form text if they're going to type a few sentences. And then you could do things like You could also do like multiple choice, radio buttons. You could say, how did you hear about us? And then you could say Google, a friend, a ghost, and other, and save that. Okay, so you basically just set up all your custom fields. Now that you've done this, you can either add these custom fields to your checkout page, which is the most straightforward thing to do. So for example, if we go to our pages and we click on the checkout page, and I edit this as HTML. Okay, so the question is, where do you said you want to put this in the member information area. So the account, in my case, I'm calling this account information. This is where they type in their first name, last name, email address, password. So basically, let's actually just take a look at our checkout page real quick. Oh, hold on. I messed it up when I was doing the earlier example. It says it's trashed. Well, luckily, this is why the demo site refreshes every 2 hours, because it's not trashed. It's fine. Refresh this page and restore backup, sure, whatever. HTML again. Okay, so back to where we were. So I was going to go take a look at this page in an incognito window. Okay, so this is defaulting to the checkout page. I haven't specified anything to buy, so it's just thinking I'm signing up for a free membership, in which case it's only asking me for account information. Given the example I'm doing right now, this is perfect because we're going to put these custom fields in the account information section. So I'll just leave this window open, come back over here, and on our custom fields page, you'll see that there are form smart tags here. So for each one of these, all I need to do is copy this smart tag. You can specify if it's required or not. By default, it's not required. So if it is required, MemberMouse will ensure that they fill it out. But if it's not, then they can submit the form without filling them out. That's up to you in terms of if you want it to be required or not. You can add a custom CSS class to style it, et cetera. Anyway, you can check out the documentation here to learn more about it. But essentially, all I need to do is come over here and I just need to figure out how this HTML is working. It's not going to look pretty. Okay, I'm not going to worry about making this look good. I just want to functionally demonstrate to you how this works. So I think if I copy this and paste it, actually, sorry. I think what I need to do is copy this whole thing. And then paste it. Okay, so now I have 2 new fields. So I'm going to say this is age, and this is goal. And then all I need to do is copy these form smart tags. So here's age form smart tag, so I'll copy that. Oh, come on, WordPress, seriously? They do not want to make it easy for me to do this. Okay, so age. So I'll just put that smart tag here. And then goal. copy this smart tag and put it here. Now it's possible I did mess up the HTML here, but that's, you know, that's not the point of this demonstration. Okay, so this is where they would put age and this is where they would put their goal. And my labels aren't showing up here. Like I said, I messed up the HTML. But I'm not gonna worry about that because it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's just say they put in their age here as 35 and then their goal is to do stuff. Okay, so then they sign up. Sweet. Now, as this person, if I go to my account page, you'll see that that information is in here. Age 35, goal to do stuff, and then they can update it here. And they can also, you know, update some of the ones that we didn't provide. Okay, so they can update all that here. Now I'll just show you if I specify that any one of these shouldn't show up on the My Account page. For example, how did you hear about us? If I specify that shouldn't be on the My Account page, then if I refresh this page, you'll see that it's not there. So the only time that they would be able to edit it is if you ask them in a form. So that's basically how to do it. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate this, but I just want you to be aware that there is another option on how you can collect custom field information. And it's using a specific separate form. So you can have them sign up and everything. And then after the fact on another page at some other time, you can present them with a questionnaire and ask them all this information if you don't want them to do it during sign up. So this article, create a form to collect custom field data, will show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so those are the two ways that you can collect custom field data. And you don't need a professional. You can just do it yourself. You literally do it in 15 minutes like I just did. I did it quicker than that, but you know, I'm giving you a little bit of leeway. Okay, so this next question is from Sue. I'm looking for a plugin for my WordPress site that is a platform for me to run courses with. Is that what you do? A colleague recommended you, but after looking at your info, I think you offer only payment processing. Is that correct? I already bought Thrivecart, so I don't think I need another one of those. Can you recommend a good teaching plugin for WordPress or give me a link to a page that explains how to do that? Well, you definitely can use MemberMouse to do courses. We have a majority of our clients are doing that. So we're definitely not only offering payment processing. It feels like the answer to your question is not something, because you're asking me to recommend a good teaching plugin for WordPress. Anytime somebody asks me that question, I need to understand more about your situation. Like, because in the context of you asking me that question, it kind of assumes that you don't think that it's MemberMouse. So the easy answer would say, yes, you can use MemberMouse. People do it. But then I wonder if you don't think that it's the right fit for you, then what your other requirements are, which may lead me to give you a different recommendation, some other situation, maybe even not a WordPress plugin at all, you know? So, but you're not live right now, so I can't get into that with you. But what I would suggest, just know that everything that you're looking to do, you can do with MemberMouse, okay? If you have more specific questions, I would suggest emailing our support team about it, support@membermouse.com, and they can guide you and help you. And we also have a lot of customers who use MemberMouse with Thrivecart. So, you know, I think if you just stick with Thrivecart and you stick with MemberMouse, you'll be fine. There's obviously going to be things that if you haven't worked with tools like this before that you're going to have to navigate, but that's why our support team is there to assist you with those things. So I definitely recommend you starting that conversation or relationship with our support team so they can help and facilitate this journey that you're going on here. This next question is from Dean. I have a question about the affiliate settings. We want to set up the commission profile for the individual companies, i.e. if a prospective member clicks from one of their links on their page, we have multiple partnerships and all have different levels. We have different commission structures for each of them depending on their size and also what they send over. I'm looking for a brief overview of how we would set it up and how the tracking settings work. Thank you. So this depends on what affiliate system you're working with. Okay, so say that you're using iDev Affiliate. Now, depending on the complexity of the structures you're setting up with these people, for most cases, you don't need to get into individual commission profiles. The flexibility of allowing multiple commission profiles to be specified for a particular product is really geared towards a scenario where potentially more than one affiliate could be associated with the sale of something. So the primary reason this was built was for the example where say that you develop an ebook with a partner, all right? And your agreement on developing that content together is that they're going to get a rev share. And let's say that their rev share is 50%. Okay, so in that situation, let me share my screen here. In that situation, say that this basic plan, say that this special offer product is that situation. So we would come down to commission profiles. Now, this is the situation where you do partner payouts. So we would know their affiliate ID, like let's say it's 123, and they would specify the commission profile to use when that product is purchased. Because regardless of who refers the customer, this affiliate, since they have a rev share with us, should get a commission on the sale of the product. That's the purpose of this setup. Now, for the situation where you have multiple affiliates and they may have different percentage payouts, you don't necessarily need to use commission profiles for that because you specify that information in the affiliate system itself. So the affiliate system usually allows, when an affiliate crowd is created, like for example, iDev Affiliate, you specify the percentage payout that affiliate should get when a sale is made. So there's really no reason in that like in the standard situation where your different affiliates just have different payouts, there's no reason that you need to create different commission profiles for that scenario, because that's just a basic scenario. And the affiliate system you're integrating with will allow you to have different percentages for those people. I think that should answer the question. Let me just look over it again. Yeah, so you know, if it's just the case that they have a different percentage, then that's fine. Now, if it's the case that what differs between them is not only what percentage they get, but if there's a recurring thing and they, you know, some people get it for 12 months and some people get it for 24 months, et cetera. Yeah, then you would want to use commission profiles because these commission options aren't necessarily something that the affiliate systems can be able to do for you. So if these things are changing across your different partners, then yeah, you would want to create a commission profile for each, is that even going to work? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because the way that a different commission profile is triggered is not based on who the affiliate is. It's based on you see here, you can only specify one commission profile per product. So it's not that you're associating a commission profile with an affiliate themselves, except in the case of partner payouts. But this isn't going to be what you want, because this will always be triggered regardless if somebody refers them or not. So this isn't going to work. So essentially, you're only going to have one commission profile that applies for everybody, unless you want to do different things across different products. And then you're just going to need to make sure that on the affiliate system side, that everybody is set up the way that they need to be, so that the appropriate commission is calculated. If you do have a situation where you absolutely have to have different commission profiles for, like, say for the example I gave, say that some of your affiliates, you give them 12 months recurring revenue, and some of them you give them 24 months, say. So you'll need two commission profiles. What you're going to need to do is you're actually have to duplicate your products. So one product will be the product that the affiliates use who are only getting 12 months. And the other people will get the product that will be 24 months. But now it's already getting super complicated. So you might want to simplify the structure. But in any event, hopefully in some of that, stream of thought, kind of going through different options without really knowing particularly exactly what you're doing, hopefully that either spurs a solution for you, or at the very least allows you a more specific question that you can ask. And again, you can send that to our support team. Also, this is also from Dean. Also, we have members who require admin accounts, say 10 admin accounts in total, and then have another 70 to 80 accounts under this, sales accounts. My question is, what is the best way and most efficient way to set this up? So admin accounts for the purpose of administrating WordPress, in which case this is really a WordPress question, not a MemberMouse question. You'll be creating WordPress users for this situation. I mean, you can create employee accounts in MemberMouse. Like, so for example, you can go to here and create employee account and create an administrator. This behind the scenes is creating a WordPress user. And then, so maybe you're asking about these employee accounts. 7 to 80 accounts under this sales account. So you can create different employee accounts with different access rates using MemberMouse employee accounts, but there's no hierarchical relationship between them. So there's no way that you can like say, okay, there's this admin account has these sales accounts under them, and this admin account has these sales accounts, and there's no way to relate them to each other, at least in MemberMouse anyway. There might be, depending on what you want these people to be doing, if they're actually logging into WordPress and you're specifically setting this up so that they can log into WordPress and do stuff, you may want to just, since MemberMouse works with the WP user system, you may want to just research if there's a more specific WordPress plugin that does whatever it is you're looking to do with these admin and sales people. Because with MemberMouse, all you'll be able to do is create individual administrator accounts, individual sales accounts, which will restrict their access rights when they log in to the WordPress backend and what they can see in MemberMouse. But there will be no relationship between those accounts. Okay, I think that I got through everything. You're welcome, Dean. I hope that was helpful. Those are some pretty big questions. Preferentially, it would be better to actually talk about it, but I hope that something positive came, something more clarifying came from that exercise. And of course, always reach out to our support team if you have more specific questions. Cool. So are there any more questions? If not, then I will bid you adieu. Wish you a good weekend. Cool. Well, thank you all for joining. Again, have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. All right, bye.